students, welcome back to Alphos e-learning session 45. We are discussing methods of preparation of alcohols from various compounds. Now in this session we are going to discuss how to prepare alcohols from organometallic compounds. Organometallic compounds means by using organometallic compounds how can we prepare? Have a look. So what is meant by organometallic compounds? The compounds which consists carbon metal direct bond. Such compounds are called organometallic compounds. For organometallic compounds, let us see examples. Alkyl halide upon reaction with magnesium metal in presence of dry ether, we are getting alkyl magnesium halide. This is what we call the Grignard reagent. So Grignard reagent is alkyl magnesium halide. What is the specialty of Grignard reagent? Here alkyl group attached to magnesium. That's why alkyl carbon gets negative charge and magnesium gets positive charge. So in general in alkyl halides, halogen acquires negative charge, alkyl group gets positive charge. So in alkyl halides, alkyl carbon has a carbocation character, whereas in the Grignard reagent, alkyl carbon has a carbanion character. Now alkyl halide upon reaction with lithium metal, and we are getting alkyl lithium, and this alkyl lithium, from this alkyl lithium we can prepare Gilbert reagent dialkyl copper lithium, right or not? So their dialkyl copper lithium also organometallic compound, their alkyl group attached to copper metal. Here alkyl lithium also organometallic compound, here alkyl carbon attached to lithium. Here we need alkyl lithium, that's why we are discussing this much only. Alkyl halide again, here halogen acquires partial positive charge, carbon acquires partial negative charge, and carbon acquires partial positive charge. This one upon reaction with lithium metal it converts into alkyl lithium. Here again lithium metal bears positive charge, carbon acquires negative charge. And RC triple bond CH, this one what we call it terminal alkynes. Terminal alkynes upon reaction with sodium metal and liquid ammonia, we are getting monosodium acetylides, means alkylides. Here we are getting. Here again carbon and metal direct bond is there. Now these type of organometallic compounds means those compounds which consist carbon metal direct bond. Such compounds organometallic compounds. Then upon reaction with carbonyl compounds means aldehydes or ketones or carboxylic acid halides, carboxylic acid anhydrides, carboxylic acid esters, epoxides. With all these they are able to form alcohols. Organometallic compounds upon reaction with carbonyl compounds. In carbonyl compounds either aldehydes or ketones, and carboxylic acid halides, carboxylic acid esters, carboxylic acid anhydrides and epoxides. With all these they are able to form alcohols. But while performing the reaction we need to verify whether they possess any acidic hydrogen. Whether they possess any acidic hydrogen or not, we need to check. Because here in organometallic compounds, alkyl group, alkyl carbon bears negative charge, means carbanion character. Being carbanion, it is a strong base. Being carbanion, it behaves as a strong base. Because of strong basic nature, they prefers to abstract proton. They prefer to accept proton rather than behave as a nucleophile. Have a look here. This is R minus. If it come and attack upon C double bond O carbon, that means by shifting these pi electrons, here carbon acquires positive charge. Upon carbon positive charge, if R minus has to come and attack, then we can say R minus acts as a nucleophile. Instead of that, if the substrate possesses any acidic hydrogen, then R minus has more tendency to abstract than a proton. So in such a case, R minus acts as a base. So being a carbanion, it can behave like a nucleophile and also base. Ultimately, how it behaves? The first preference as a base. If there is no acidic hydrogen, in such a case, R minus behaves as a nucleophile. Hope you got the point. So, if the substrate molecule consists any acidic hydrogen, or that substrate molecule consists any groups like OH, COOH, SO3H. If such groups are there, what happened? In such a case, that carbon ion, negatively charged carbon, prefers to abstract proton from this hydrogen from OH, and this hydrogen from COOH, and this hydrogen from SO3H. Hence, you are getting alkane as a product rather than alcohol. So, better to avoid this. Let us see how this reaction proceeds. In all these cases, R minus we are getting. Let us consider Grignard reagent RMgX upon reaction with formaldehyde. In aldehyde family, I am going to consider first member formaldehyde. So upon reaction with formaldehyde HC double bond OH, this R minus, because of this one do not possess any acidic hydrogen, R minus prefers to attack upon nucleophilic carbon, means electrophilic carbon, and we are getting RCH2O minus. Along with this O minus here MgX plus also exists, which upon hydrolysis we are getting RCH2OH plus MgOHX. So hope you get the point here. Here Grignard reagent functioning is it produces or it furnishes carbon ion. That carbon ion, how it acts as here? It acts as only nucleophile. But if there is any acidic hydrogen, then it prefers to act as base. Since formaldehyde do not have any acidic hydrogen, and the C double bond O group containing hydrogen is not acidic hydrogen, that's why obviously R minus has only one option. It behaves as a nucleophile, hence it has to come and attack upon electrophilic carbonyl carbon, and we are getting addition product like R minus attached to carbon and O minus attached to hydrogen, means O minus abstracts hydrogen from solvent molecule, hence we are getting primary alcohol. Remember, formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. Except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde upon reaction with organometallic compound. Say, I am going to consider alkyl lithium. So in alkyl lithium again R minus and Li plus. This one upon reaction with any other aldehyde except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde, here also C double bond O group attached. Here this ox pair comes shifted towards more electronegative oxygen, and this R minus has to come and attach to carbonyl carbon. Then what happened here? RCO minus H and R. Here suppose this one is R dash CHO minus R, and this O minus along with this O minus Li plus, this one upon hydrolysis, then this O minus takes proton and we are getting RCHROH. This alcohol is a secondary alcohol. It is very clear, with formaldehyde we are getting only primary alcohol, whereas with any other aldehyde except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde if you consider, then we are getting secondary alcohol. Only formaldehyde gives primary alcohol. Now let us assume that the same Grignard reagent, say R dash MgX upon reaction with ketone RC double bond OR. From this R dash MgX we are getting R dash minus. This R dash minus has to come and attack upon carbonyl carbon. The resultant what we are getting here is RCO minus. Here R and R dash, and this O minus along with this O minus MgX plus also there. Then which upon hydrolysis we are getting tertiary alcohol. Hope you are getting clear here. So with different carbonyl compounds we are getting different alcohols. Formaldehyde gives only primary alcohols. Formaldehyde with organometallic compound gives only primary alcohol. Except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde upon reaction with organometallic compound. That organometallic compound may be Grignard reagent or alkyl lithium or metal alkylide. So any of these upon reaction with formaldehyde gives primary alcohol, except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde gives secondary alcohol. With ketone it gives tertiary alcohol. Now, if you are having one compound, let's say here COH, and one is methyl group, alkyl group, methyl group, another one is ethyl group, another one is phenyl group. So this alcohol, if you want to prepare, how many methods you have? In order to prepare this alcohol, this is a tertiary alcohol. How many methods you have? You may consider phenyl magnesium iodide, PHMCI, phenyl magnesium iodide, Grignard reagent, with ketone. That ketone is a methyl ketone. Sorry, ethyl ketone. Then pH minus has to come and attack upon this C double bond O. Then we are getting pH, COH, CH3 and C2H5. We can prepare like that. Even instead of that, you can also consider methyl magnesium iodide and ethyl phenyl ketone, or else you can consider ethyl magnesium iodide with acetophenone. These are the options. These are the options. So you can prepare in either of these. Now, here, instead of these carbonyl compounds, you mentioned that carboxylic acids. If we are using carboxylic acid, what happened? Since carboxylic acids consists acidic hydrogen, then R minus, which is obtained from organometallic compound, it prefers to extract proton. So what happens, sir? Let us assume that RMgX upon reaction with R dash C double bond OH. So what happened? So we mentioned here R minus and MgX plus, and obviously R minus, it prefers to act as base and it abstracts a proton and it converts into RH. Okay, no problem, sir. R C double bond O, R dash C double bond O minus and MgX plus. So now, is there any possibility one more Grignard reagent molecule has to come and attach upon this carbon, this C double bond O carbon? No way. Once here this O minus form, this O minus is involved in resonance because of carboxylate oxide ion is involving in resonance with C double bond O. Here this carboxylic carbon do not bear any positive charge. Earlier it possesses positive charge. It may possess positive charge in case of carbonyl compounds, but in case of carboxylic acid, carboxylate ion, not carboxylic acid, carboxylate ion. So here O minus is there. This O minus readily involves in resonance. That means whenever O minus is there, this carboxylic carbon do not bear any positive charge. Hence, it do not allow any nucleophile to attack upon this one. That's why with carboxylic acid, what happened? Acid-base reaction takes place, but not a nucleophilic addition reaction. So far, all these reactions are example for nucleophilic addition reactions. But here, nucleophilic addition reaction do not take place. Acid-base reaction, that what we call the neutralization reaction, takes place. Now, instead of this carboxylic acid, if we are considering, say, RMgX or PHC triple bond C minus Na plus. Now, this organometallic compound I am going to use, and this one upon reaction with, say, RC double bond OR. RC double bond OR. What happened? This C minus has to come and approach this C double bond O. And what we are getting, RCO minus and OR. This triple bonded carbon has to come and attach this carbon. Then there will be new bond formation between these two carbon atoms, and further carbon-carbon triple bond pH. And upon reversal of this one is good leaving group OR minus. This one has to come out as OR minus. Still we are getting ketone C triple bond C pH. And upon this ketone, one more mole of organometallic compound. It has to come PHC triple bond C minus has to come and attach. Then we are getting RCO minus and C triple bond C pH and C triple bond C pH, and this O minus later abstract proton from solvent molecule and converts into OH. So it is very clear, in case of carbonyl compounds, either formaldehyde or any other aldehyde except formaldehyde or ketone, they can react with only one mole of Grignard reagent. So one equivalent can react with one equivalent, right? Now, in case of carboxylic ester, first one equivalent of organometallic compound attacks upon this carboxylic ester and gives ketones, and that ketone further upon reaction with the organometallic compound you are getting alcohols. That means from carboxylic ester, in order to prepare a tertiary alcohol, 2 moles of Grignard reagent we have to use, or 2 moles of organometallic compounds we have to use. So let us consider phenyl magnesium bromide upon reaction with methyl ethamoate. This is ester. Now first what happened? This pH minus has to come and attach to this C double bond O group. then we are getting product CH3 CO minus, here OCH3 and pH. Upon reversal of the charge, OCH3 has to come out as OCH3 minus, OCH3 minus, then we are getting acetophenone, CH3 C double bond OPH, CH3 C double bond OPH, and upon this ketone, one more time phenyl magnesium bromide is going to come and attack, is going to attack upon carbonyl carbon. Then we are getting CH3 CO minus, pH and pH we are getting tertiary alcohol. So it is very clear, if it is carboxylic acid ester, then it can react with 2 moles of Grignard reagent or 2 moles of organometallic compound. Let us consider one more example here. I am going to use RMgX Grignard reagent, R minus and MgX plus with acid halide, say R C double bond OCl, R dash C double bond OCl. In such a case, Cl, since Cl is strong electron withdrawing group, here it enhances the positive charge density upon this carbonyl carbon, then it facilitates more to attack the nucleophile R minus, and we are getting product here R dash CO minus Cl and R. So upon reversal of this one, this one is leaving group, Cl is good leaving group, it has to leave away as Cl minus, then we are getting R dash C double bond OR. So far 1 mole of Grignard reagent consumed, and after formation of ketone 1 more mole. So RMgX 1 more mole, and this R minus has to come and attach. Then we are getting R dash CO minus R and R. So this one upon hydrolysis, it converts into tertiary alcohol. Means acid chlorides also can consume 2 moles of Grignard reagent. Not only carboxylic acid esters, but also carboxylic acid halides also consume 2 moles of Grignard reagent. Now you remember one point. Not only carboxylic acid halides or carboxylic acid esters, here almost all carboxylic acid derivatives are going to consume 2 moles of Grignard reagent. Next one, with ethylene oxide or epoxide. Let us, before going to discuss that ethylene oxide, let us write one example with carboxylic anhydride, phenyl magnesium bromide upon reaction with R C double bond O C double bond OR. Here pH minus, it may come and attach the one of the C double bond O group. Resultant we are getting RCO minus. Here pH OC double bond OR. Upon reversal of the charge, RC double bond O minus has to come out. Then we are getting RC double bond O pH. Again alkyl phenyl ketone. This one consumes 1 more mole of Grignard reagent to convert into tertiary alcohol. So here with all the substrates we wrote one example. In all the examples it is very clear, 2 moles of Grignard reagent is going to consume. You may get doubts are here 2 C double bond groups are there now. That's why can we count 4 moles of Grignard reagent? No. This one has to come out as R C double bond O minus. As we learned just now, this R C double bond O minus cannot accommodate to attack that nucleophile upon carboxylic carbon. Hence, there is no more reaction further. Now, ethylene oxides, also called epoxides. This ethylene oxides, upon reaction with the Grignard reagent R minus and MgX plus, here what happens? R minus has to come and attach to one of the carbon, and this OC sigma bond electrons are shifted towards oxygen. Resultant we are getting CH2O minus along with this MgX plus and CH2R. Now, which upon hydrolysis we are getting RCH2, CH2OH and MgOHX. Epoxides upon reaction with the Grignard reagent, not only Grignard reagent, any organometallic compound like alkyl lithium or metal alkyl. Have a look here. If in epoxide one carbon is more hindered, means more substituted, let us say 2 methyl groups are there, and here this one do not have 2 methyl groups, only 2 hydrogens are there. In such a case, an earlier example, R minus may come and attack upon either this carbon or this carbon. That's not a matter here, both carbons are same. But in this one, You are not observed that both carbon atoms are same. In such a case, RMgX, R minus has to come and approach to the carbon which is less hindered because of attacking reagent is electron rich. It prefers to attack upon the carbon which is less hindered or unhindered. Here this carbon is less hindered compared to this carbon, hence this R has to come and attach upon this carbon. Further these electrons has to shift. Then we are getting CH3, CO minus CH3, and this one attached to CH2R. And along with this O minus again MgX plus. And this one upon hydrolysis we are getting CH3, CH3, OH and CH2R. We are getting tertiary alcohol. So generally people are getting one doubt, sir, phenyl magnesium bromide when we are considering. So you are saying that pH minus and Mg plus. But while we are learning the stability of carbanion, we learned that vinylic and phenylic carbanions, carbocations are unstable. So phenylic carbanion is unstable, and you are saying pH minus this one. Yes, ma. Here carbanion, in such a case, carbanion formation do not take place. And along with this negative charge, until unless positive charge is there, it can stabilize. So you should remember one thing here. pH minus unstable now. Don't think like that. pH minus can be stabilized along with this MgBr plus. At the same time, if there is no MgBr plus, if it want to exist as a pH minus like this, phenylic carbanion, then we can say this is unstable. Individual existence is not there, but it can survive with the MgBr plus. The same case in case of vinyl halides also. So vinyl halides upon reaction with magnesium metal, again you are getting Grignard reagent, no doubt in that one. Here Mg plus and CH2 double bond CH minus. Here also carbanion character is there. But remember that this can we say this one is stable? Yes, until unless MgX plus is there, it can stabilize. So there is no other factor required to stabilize this vinyl carbanion. Whereas individual existence is not there. For existence individually, then we can say it is unstable. So with all organometallic compounds, what we learned, formaldehyde we are getting primary alcohol, except formaldehyde, any other aldehyde we are getting secondary alcohol. With ketones you are getting tertiary alcohol. With carboxylic acids, no reaction. With carboxylic acid chlorides, yes, reaction is there. 2 moles of Grignard reagent get consumed. With carboxylic esters, 2 moles of Grignard reagent gets consumed. Similarly, with carboxylic acid anhydrides also 2 moles of the Grignard reagent gets consumed. And epoxides, with epoxide also Grignard reagent reacts with epoxide and also forms alcohols. In case of epoxide, one carbon is more hindered and one carbon is less hindered. In such a case, carbanion from Grignard reagent or any organometallic compound has to come and approach to less hindered carbon instead of more hindered carbon. You are getting only one product. Now, you should take one more precaution here. If ring means carbonyl compounds or ketones consist, in which one is aromatic ring. If that ring is attached to NO2 group or CN group or COR group, means which are strong electron withdrawing group, presence of strong electron withdrawing group, obviously it reduces nucleophilic action of Grignard reagent. Similarly, when we are considering here, benzene means estophenone in which metaposition NH2 group. So metaposition NH2 group, it shows minus I instead of plus M. Because of metaposition, here minus effect is there, which also acts as electron withdrawing group. Very simple. Presence of electron withdrawing groups upon aromatic ring increases acidic nature of these hydrogens. Obviously, R minus from organometallic compound prefers to abstract that proton rather than behave as a nucleophile to attack upon carbonyl carbon. So here electron withdrawing group prevents nucleophilic addition reaction upon carbonyl center. Similarly, if you consider pH C double bond O, here ring contains a C double bond O OH. So here, if we are considering Grignard reagent, say R MgBr. So what we are saying generally R minus and MgBr plus. Obviously here COOH such that COOH group, carboxylic acid, no reaction. or this carbon, this R minus abstracts one proton, and we are getting COO minus. Obviously that reaction only happens, and instead of that R minus has to come and attack upon C double bond O. Is there any possibility here? No way. And moreover, also if we consider 2 moles of ignited, what happens, sir? Let us consider. First mole abstract this proton and it converts into COO minus. Because of COO minus, it is a strong plus I group, electron releasing inductive group, and this C double bond O group attached to 2 phenyl rings, and this one is electron releasing group. Obviously, this positive charge involved in delocalization. That's why this R minus or argon from any organometallic compound carbanium cannot attack upon this carbonyl group. This one is method of preparation by using organometallic compounds. So continue to the previous one. In case of Grignard reagent with carbonyl compounds, instead of normal carbonyl compounds, if we are considering alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. In case of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds, these organometallic compounds react a little bit differently. Have a look here. If alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes, they give 1,2 additional product as a major product. In case of alpha beta unsaturated ketones, 1,4 product as a major product. Let us see this example here. PH CH double bond CH C double bond OH. Here protonaldehyde in this one 1, 2, 3, 4. Here nucleoplication takes place in between these two means C double bond O. In between these two means C double bond O. If CH3 minus has to come and attack here, then in such a case we are getting PH CH double bond CH CO minus HCH3. This O minus along with this O minus MgBr plus exists, which upon solvanalysis means H3O plus. This OH minus converts into OH. So overall methyl group added 2 carbon, hydrogen added 2 oxygen. So overall addition takes place in between these two centers, that what we call 1,2 addition. Whereas if we consider ketone, obviously the positive charge upon this carbonyl carbon is less, means it facilitates less to attack this CH3 minus carbanium. Obviously, instead of attacking this one, here C double bond O group is in conjugation with C double bond C. The CH3 minus has to come and attack upon here, and these electron shifts like this, and this electron goes like that. Then PH CH CH3. Here new double bond formation between these two carbon atoms. CH double bond CH O minus and CH3. So here this O minus upon protonation it converts into OH. Now it is enol. Since enol it may converts into keto form, but ultimately addition is 1,4 addition, and formed product looks like 1,2 product. So this one enol converts into keto form. So here you should remember one point: alpha beta unsaturated aldehydes upon reaction with organometallic compounds, it gives 1,2 additional product as a major product, whereas the same alpha beta unsaturated ketones upon reaction with organometallic compound like Grignard reagent, we are getting 1,4 additional product as a major product. For this reason is the positive charge which appears in carbon upon carbonyl carbon. In case of aldehydes, positive charge is more, and in case of ketones less. Now next process is oxo process. Oxo process also called hydroformylation, also called carbonylation. Alkenes upon reaction with carbon monoxide and hydrogen in presence of cobalt tetracarbonyl or cobalt hydrocarbonyl. Here we are getting aldehydes. The aldehydes upon reduction we are getting alcohols. So if alkene is symmetrical alkene, in such a case this C double bond means carbonyl group has to come and attach either of these two carbons, then we are getting product only one aldehyde. In case of unsymmetrical alkene, there are two possibilities. The CO group has to may come and attach to this carbon or this carbon. Ultimately you are getting two products. One is here 2-methyl-propanol, another one is butanol, which upon reduction you are getting alcohols. Oxo process, for this mechanism not required. Oxo process takes place in presence of cobalt carbonyl hydride or cobalt tetracarbonyl or cobalt octacarbonyl also we are going to say it undergoes dimerization. And in this case, if symmetrical alkene you are getting one aldehyde, which upon reduction gets alcohol. In case of unsymmetrical alkene you are getting two aldehydes, which upon reduction you are getting two different alcohols. So here initial number of carbon atoms in reactant is 2, whereas in products 3 carbon atoms. That means here in product 1 carbon atom will be increased. Means 1 carbon atom more than reactant's number of carbon atoms you are getting aldehydes, and which upon reduction you are getting alcohols. This one is oxo process or carbonylation or hydroformylation. And last one is fermentation of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates upon fermentation. First of all, what is meant by fermentation? Breaking down of large organic molecules, large complex organic molecules into smaller ones by using enzyme catalysis. Enzyme catalysis, that what we call fermentation. I am repeating, fermentation is nothing but the process in which large complex organic molecules are going to break down into smaller ones. That process what we call fermentation. But here catalyst must be yeast or bacteria. Let us see. From molasses and starch, how we are going to prepare ethyl alcohol. Molasses is the mother liquor after crystallization of sugar, which has a dark brown color. And by addition of charcoal, we can remove that color and we are getting colorless liquid. To that colorless liquid, we are going to add sulfuric acid to maintain pH 4 to 5. To maintain pH 4 to 5. And further, we are going to add ammonium sulfate, ammonium phosphate, which acts as food for yeast or bacteria. Later, we are going to add a small amount of, means little amount of yeast. Then yeast is nothing but bacteria. Yeast mainly produces here few enzymes, of which enzyme functions which way. Let us see. Molasses, it says nothing but sucrose. Its formula is C12H22O11, which upon hydrolysis in presence of enzyme invertase. You should remember, all A's are enzymes, all O's are sugars. Maltose, sugar. Maltase, enzyme. All names whose names ends with A's are enzymes. All names whose names ends with O's are sugars. Here, invertase, it is the enzyme. In presence of invertase, sucrose converts into glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose. Or instead of molasses, if you consider starch, means it is obtained from malt. Malt is source of malt, mainly sources wheat or barley or potato. These are main source. So this malt consists mainly starch, which upon hydrolysis in presence of enzyme diastase, you are getting maltose. And this maltose upon hydrolysis in presence of enzyme maltase, you are getting glucose. So either way, by using molasses or by using starch, ultimately you are reaching to glucose or fructose. Now the enzyme which is used to convert this glucose or fructose into ethyl alcohol is nothing but zymase. So during fermentation from molasses, which enzymes we are using? Invertase and zymase. From starch, which enzymes we are using? Diastase, maltase and zymase. So here we are getting carbon dioxide. 6 carbon atoms containing glucose or fructose. Initially we are considering, we are getting 2 carbons containing ethyl alcohol and 2 moles of carbon dioxide. Liberation of carbon dioxide, here we can easily recognize, and ultimately it gives information, yes, process completed, fermentation process completed. How can you remember? The liberation of carbon dioxide, it comes out with a brisk effervescences, just like milk is coming out upon heating. So upon heating, how milk comes out? It blows out, right? Just like that, here also liquid, but without providing any heat. Here temperature also we are maintaining optimum temperature 30 to 40 degrees Celsius, and for this fermentation it will take nearly 3 days time, and we are maintaining temperature, optimum temperature, and pH also we are maintaining 4 to 5 means acid medium. After 3 days you can recognize that reaction is completed with the evolution of carbon dioxide. It comes out with brisk effervescences. So it indicates that alcohol formation completed. These are methods of preparation of ethyl alcohol.